power team in the country, the USC Trojans. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way.
Coming out aggressively. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reece, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hubbard. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Gives it on the option. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. And now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He leaves it with his back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to pull his way in. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. To highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks, that's just what USC does.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. And he's got it inside the 25.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Going to the running game. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
So they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the offense on the field and try to take the lead on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
they stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield. field like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just keep slinging it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The give on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ellis. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Ellis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Grab near the marker is Hubbard. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fakes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Finds his tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be...
Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guys fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And One will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hubbard. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hubbard. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Keeps looking downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Now from inside the red zone. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hubbard. He's out past the 35. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Slings it downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on second down. This time on target. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hubbard. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. To the ground with the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. With the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Trying to pound it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he crosses the goal line for the big touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and